Well, here we are at another car show. I'm here with Richard. How are you, matey?
Thank you very well.
Mate,
Thank
blessed
you.
with the weather.
Oh, it's awesome. They've looked after us this year.
So, mate, tell us a bit about the show and how it's all come about.
Okay, well, it's called the Maroubra Beach Charity Car Show. The reason why I started is I wanted to give back to the Sydney Children's Hospital Foundation because my father was a good man and he always wanted to help people. And this is a way of giving back because my younger brother at the time, growing up, I just had memories of him there holding his heart. And also, we had a friend of ours, her daughter had a brain tumour. They really looked after her, operated on her, and made her better. And the support that they gave was unbelievable. So
that's how it all started. So it's all about a charity show, and obviously it's grown. And you were saying you've been out of the system for a couple of years. So good to see so many people out today.
But I'm really happy with the turnout. Over the moon. Everyone's been real generous, and that's what car people in general are very generous people. They're very supportive, they're very community minded, and I knew that if I could bring the car people together and good image, they help the area. There's not much going on in this area with events, and it gives back to the community. But also the biggest thing I like about it is that it just shows people that aren't in the scene what we're all about.
All right, I'm going to have a good look around, get some footage. So thanks for having us, and we'll give you a good look about.
Thank you very much for coming. I really appreciate you being here.
No pleasure, no worries. Thank you. So here we go. We're going to run through all these cars. What a great venue. So I'm sitting here with Dale Walton. How are you tonight, Dale?
Good, thanks, Howard.
Mate, what a pleasant little show. So this is straight across the road from the beach.
Okay, yep.
Maroubra.
Yep.
And I think I grabbed a little bit of footage of the beach and stuff because I hadn't been there before, and it was something new for me. And Richard had contacted me at Summerdats actually about doing the show because it's a charity show and it's something they haven't done, with COVID and all that sort of stuff for a couple of years. And we cruised in, I'd been up with the boats the day before.
Right.
And we cruised in, Heather and I, and just to check it out. And what a great array of cars.
It's a bit of everything there.
So they were pretty much parked up. It was meant to be everyone in by 9, but there was cars still coming and going pretty much the whole time. And really well behaved. It was an awesome day.
Yep.
Blue sky, there was no wind to speak of. And I just rolled through and took it in, and like I said, went over and checked out the beach and all. Look at the gloss on that.
Wow. Shinier than my head.
That's saying something.
That is saying something.
So, I mean, these are great shows. The whole cars and coffee thing's become a thing now because you can get out and do it and be home and do stuff with the family. And this was a little bit the same. There was a few people starting to leave early, but the idea was to be sort of 1, 2 o'clock.
Yep.
And they had some Barbies going there, and there was a nice stand there on cupcakes, Dale. You would have liked that.
Oh, I would have liked that, yep.
Check this thing out.
RT Charger, is it?
There's a couple of them. There's one for sale, Dale.
Oh, quick, I better get his number. Lovely, I love them.
So it's good to have a venue with a bit of shade.
Yep. Good family looking day as well as.
It was funny, it was people walking straight through the show with their surfboard because they normally go through the park to get to the beach.
Yep.
And I said to Heather when we were leaving, I reckon we were a kilometre from the show, which is like 1.5 kilometres from the beach, and there's a guy walking down the road bare feet with his surfboard under his arm. Tough souls, mate.
Locals, eh?
Plenty of tyre under this. So there goes that charger now. It's a bit like, where was I? Got distracted.
Cars everywhere.
Now, as per usual, I'd like to let you hear the cars and all, but they had a DJ there cranking extremely loudly. So with our copyright and all, we can't have that. So you've got to listen to our music. And I think there's a couple of times we could actually give you a listen to some of the cars when we was in between the music playing. So for people to understand that, Dale, it's because we don't have the rights to the music that they're playing, and
That's right.
obviously we're doing this to try and make $1, so we can't use the music that we don't have the rights to, and the music we use we pay for out of the traditional sort of YouTube music bank. So I filmed this GT at Killer Rides.
Okay.
So if you want a nicer look at that, there's a video there that went up, well, I don't know, a month or so ago. Some close-ups of that car. There's a bit of engine happening in here if I remember rightly.
There is a bit going on under that hood.
Blackman Blue, we'll have to start that craze.
That might be, the next thing.
It's a nice little pickup, I like this. Now, I reckon this might have been an old show car that someone's given the old matte black treatment. Check out the engine bay.
Ooh, that's different. Yep.
Got a bit of Astle bling going
They
on in there.
might have been sick of the red, you think, Howard?
I'm not sure, mate. It was like I looked at it and went, wow, there you go. And then, you know, I'm a bit of a fan of a ute with a bike in the back.
Yep.
So it's got the Mako there, and on the other side there's a sign, and I made sure I took that in so when I could tell you what it was. I knew it was the 70s. I'd given up riding by then.
Yes.
It was interesting though, the Rego.
Yeah, the old Rego label.
Yeah, and it had the homemade plate on the back, so obviously old mate must have rode that around as a registered bike. Bit of a latecomer. Who was that? General Lee.
It wasn't me.
General Lee.
Certainly some variety there, Howard.
It was a really good show and a good feel, and so it's just a $20 entry, goes straight to charity, straight to the hospital. So I've got to do a bit of toing and froing to get around the people, as you do at these shows. So I think this was an LS6. Must be a lot of Chevs around missing an engine, because they're in everything, aren't they?
Yep, they sure are. Old T-Bird. Got a bit of everything in this lineup.
I reckon. Yeah, there definitely wasn't a road for the Fords and a road for the Combis and a road for the Holdens. It was a bit of whatever, park it where you like.
That Combi probably worth more than all the others, to be honest, the way those prices have gone.
And then hiding behind the F100 a nice looking GT.
Yep.
Late model Aeros. I like the P plate on the ESP, mate.
Yes, or part of it, yeah.
I think these young blokes couldn't get it parked outside, so they thought we'll just go in the show.
We're going to
We'll
exhibit.
park there.
Yeah.
Now check out this ute. I don't know if I've ever seen one.
So it's a Chrysler.
It's a big Chrysler, and I think they might have made their own hard top for the back. It's given it a totally different look as well. Put the hard lid on it.
That is definitely
It's
different.
really a different shape, isn't it?
The rear window
And
looks
yellow.
Yeah, definitely out there yellow.
I find it interesting when doing this filming, you're walking around and you have that, it's like the same half a dozen people that are walking the same speed as
Yes.
you and you're trying to avoid
Yeah.
them, end up knowing which way they're going to go in the end. Now the CH has got a little bit happening too.
5 litre
Out of a VN,
Holden.
I'd say, isn't
Yep,
it?
VN, by the looks of it. Yep.
And a little brick. That's slang for a Mini Cooper S.
Yes.
So,
Yes. Yeah.
you know that
My
terminology,
dad used
do
to
you?
race them.
Oh, did he? My brother-in-law had a Cooper when he first met my sister a long time ago.
He used to ice race them in Canada. They'd have steel spikes on the tyres and they'd race against 327 Chevy Impalas.
Well, there's something I didn't know.
Bit of
Dave.
trivia. Yep.
Yeah. Now, I think this is very similar to what Kyle is doing.
So this is a Datsun.
It's not a. So hers is a lady,
Yes.
whatever,
Like a fair lady or something
A
like
fair
that.
lady?
Yeah. Yep.
and that one was something else, but it looked very similar.
I think it was a Datsun 2000, I think, from memory, but it looks like a Aero or a Director in a VK.
A nice clean car.
Nice colour.
Looks like someone thought they'd have a shaker and changed their mind. A square hole with a round filter. Now that HQ was really, really sharp and clean.
Okay.
Beautiful looking car. Not that any of these others weren't,
No.
but it was a yeah. They definitely had something going.
Another nice DSP.
Yeah, I spoke to that gentleman. He came up and said hello, and apparently we did catch up as well at Bathurst.
Okay.
So if you're into those GTs, go and have a look on our list of programs. I went to the GT Nationals, whenever that was, a few months back, and filmed all 450 GTs.
Just a
And
few.
that program continues to get good viewing. It's a very good one, and the president of the New South Wales GT Club helped me with the commentary on that. So there's a bit of interesting info
Excellent.
as well.
Yeah.
I had to get around these guys that weren't moving.
They were deep in discussion.
Yeah. The late model muscle.
So Whipple supercharger or something on there.
Yeah.
Or Harrop, something like that.
Something happening on there.
They call it modern muscle. So that'd be an original colour, I'd assume, Howard.
That
Something
white.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what it is. Carl.
Clotted cream.
You're
I don't know.
quizzing me on.
I do. I think.
Yeah, I think
test it.
it's not Snow White, Polar White.
Polar white.
I
Okay.
reckon. And I see the headlight treatment on this. It's got like the rings with the bolts around it. It's got 17s. It's got still looks like a 60s car.
Yes.
But it's got some really nice little tweaks about it. That car. Lovels.
Well, thank you to Lovels.
Thanks to Lovels. And don't forget, if you want to upgrade your gross vehicle mass on your tow vehicle,
Yep.
if you've got a caravan or a boat, towing your car somewhere, make sure you talk to the boys at lovelsauto.com.au, and I'm sure there's some girls there as well. And don't forget, they also do all the springs you need for all of your cars.
Yep.
And they've got a new range coming out soon, Dale, I think 2024 next year.
Cool. Yep.
For all of our sort of 70s type stuff, so keep an eye out for that. Now, what about the Woody?
That's an
Surfboard?
Australian Woody.
Yeah. Now this gentleman was out for the day. Let's check out what he's got down the back here. Got the matching set, Dale.
He has. Even got the pink parasol.
Yeah.
Well, umbrella. I'm just trying to be fancy now.
So a few volunteers running around with the buckets, making a few more bucks.
Yep. Mercury. That was a Mercury.
Mercury Cougar.
Cougar, that's
I
it, right?
reckon. Yeah, my dad had one of those. He had an iridescent blue 69 Cougar
okay.
for a while.
That's an unusual
Like
colour.
later in his life,
Yeah.
not when they were new. He bought it on a whim, had it for a few years and got rid of it. Dad did a bit of that. He had a few cars in his day. Oh God. Isn't that funny with the original, the wheels just don't look big enough.
They look tiny, don't they? A Belmont
The farm hat.
with extras. Belmont with GDS rims. It's an XT, how an XT or an XR? Something
XR,
like
the round
XR?
tail light.
Oh, round,
so
okay, yeah.
it's
XT had the
bar.
bar, yeah, okay.
And a nice clean XC. I didn't know how this would turn out, Dale. The trendy shot through the roof.
Oh, you've done well.
Look at that.
Hey, Darren would be proud of you. Go on the sunroof.
They were watching me too. So I go back to that wagon because it was a nice clean setup, and it was Skippy. So it was from the national park.
There you go.
Yeah, it was cool. Now what about the headlights on this? On the Riviera.
The
So
pop-ups.
When you hit the button, they go down and the grill disappears somewhere, obviously.
It looks familiar. The shape.
Yeah, it's a bit later again though.
Yeah.
That's
It's got a bit of extra
78,
plastic on
I
it, this
reckon.
one. Yeah.
That's like Smokey and the Bandit
Yeah.
type era. Now, this one's got a bit of patina happening, but they didn't even worry about the dents.
No.
Just put a bit of gloss over that.
It's called
Should be
authentic,
right.
Howard, isn't it?
Eh?
Authentic.
Authentic.
It's got
Don't know
dinks
about
and
that.
everything. Yeah.
I thought that was a bit unusual for that. I don't exactly know what that car is because initially I thought like it's late model, and then I'm looking at it thinking it's earlier model, and then
It's
it's
a
got
Corvette
Carby on it.
Stingray with a Monza body kit.
Right.
That's what I
Thanks,
reckon.
Dale.
I reckon, yeah. I'm running with that.
It's like this one's, I think, had a V6 in it. Actually, I reckon I filmed this, now that I think about it, the Hot Rod Show. Mm-hmm. The Sydney Hot Rod Show up at Rose Hill. Because the ute next to it is that X2, and I stopped
Right.
and the bloke that owns that pulled me up and
Yep.
I turned the camera off and had a bit of a yarn to him
Yep.
because this HR, so this is the guy that he made all the bits so that he turned the ute into an X2.
Right.
Right down to the making the wheel arch moulds and all, so it looked
Okay.
original because the wheel arches are different on the ute than they are on the sedan, so he can
Right.
make it all. It's pretty cool. But I'm sure he said it's been finished like 20 years.
Okay.
The car.
It doesn't look it.
And he lives like 15 minutes down the road. He said it was a no-brainer to get it out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Twin carby the X2, I believe. Twin Stromies, I think.
And apparently the story goes, it all started because his wife's not very tall and it had a bench seat in it. Mm-hmm. And when she drove, he hit his head on the dash. So he put bucket seats in it and it had the console and all,
Yep.
put the bucket seats in and then away it went. And
There
he
you
made
go.
all the changes, yeah. He was telling me that at the Hot Rod Show.
Yeah.
I just remembered. A bit more late model.
Yep.
Is that a Queen Street? Very low. That was the All-American Day. I get it everywhere now, Dale. I know all these cars now.
You do.
There's a couple of really clean charges here. But I got straight away attracted by the the Hemi. And this looked like a very original looking car.
Triple Webers, 265 cubic inch. Gave the V8s a heck of a run for their money until the supercar war abruptly stopped it. A neighbour had a red Charger. He used to polish it with corn flour. Now, I don't know what corn flour does, but that's what he used to do.
I knew a guy that used to use corn flour and Brasso.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, so it must have been a thing.
Must have been.
Blackman Blue. It's probably Blaze. That one,
Blaze Blue.
Grabber. The Mustangs. Grabber Blue.
Grabber Blue. No, Blackman Blue sounds better.
A couple of little go fasters here.
Yep.
This little one here's got a
There's
bit
the
happening.
323, a little
Now,
rotary.
13B number plate. It's a bit of a giveaway.
It's a Datsun 1000 that's obviously had a transplant.
Got the import mirrors hanging off the front. Roll
I think
cage.
it's a Datsun.
Now, this was a bit of a stunner. And you know I don't mind a little bit of that hillbilly
Yep.
stuff. Bit of a call out to Adam Perry there.
Yes.
I wanted to put that on Tailspin. He said none of that hillbilly stuff on your car, thank you.
Come on, Adam.
But
it's not too late.
check out the trim.
Wow.
So it's got the wood grain dash, which is
Yep.
done really well. And then when you swing around, it's got the bench in the back and then the kiddies right in the back.
Yep.
Put my head in there with the camera and it just had that massive woof of leather smell. It was amazing.
Yeah, it would have been
And then a
fantastic.
bit more hillbilly on the back. I like that. It was good.
Unusual colour combination too.
It is.
It's good. Something different. Oh, I noticed you didn't check the pram out, Howard.
I was going to. It's funny you say that because I was going to do that and I thought, oh, that's stretching it a bit.
Yeah.
You can see this was a good spot up in here. It was nice and cool because it was a 30-ish day.
Yes. GT Cortina? Or it certainly looks like a GT
Yeah,
Cortina.
it's got some of the additives on it.
Yeah. Overriders
Split
and the
bumper on the front.
Yep. They like their chrome and their wings and that back in the 50s and early 60s.
Nice fastback. Well, I'll go over someone here and round to another one.
Familiar looking red Mustang.
Look, isn't it?
It's red on red.
So, my son-in-law, Michael, his brother's just bought himself a red Mustang.
Okay. Yep.
This was a very well restored car. I tend to give people the look, Dale, but some of them don't move. I'm coming through.
They don't catch on sometimes.
We just go up and over. Check out, it's hanging out the bonnet of this.
Oh. They didn't make 323s like that when I was learning to drive.
I think we're heading along to somewhere near the end of this one, Dale, so I'm going to jump in early and thank Lovels for their support again that lets us get out and check out the car world and see what's going on, because without their support we can't do it. And as per usual, thanks for you, Dale, dropping in to help me go through the process.
It's a pleasure, Howard.
Add a bit of light humour.
Yeah.
Look at that. Hey, that's a nice pale blue, two-door.
Little small block nestled in there.
And another one coming up. They're going to be in a bit of a club. supercharger on there.
Oh, that's a nice colour.
It is, isn't it? So shout out to my mate Kim Hoover in Broken Hill. He's still got one of these, and he's had it a very, very, very long time.
That's the good thing at the hill, it doesn't rust. They'll last a lot longer.
That was a nice car.
There's been a lot of utes at this show, Howard. It's good.
And I've seen that Hornet scoop. I was probably responsible for that. I had one of those on the old blue Rock 3.
Yes. What a great setup for a car show.
It's awesome, eh? And there's, like I said, the beaches across the road if you want to bring a towel and go for a dip. And they had the food that's already on the beach side of things, and then of course they had food at the side as well. Some ice creams and some cupcakes.
Not that you sampled any of that fine fare, of course.
No, I was
too busy working.
Trying to cut, mate. Trying to cut. Yeah, this is an unusual looking car.
Oh, 1 Series BMW. With the 3 litre twin turbo.
Wing on the back.
These things are seriously quick.
Are they?
Seriously, because it's basically an M3
in
the smaller body.
Yeah, okay.
You'd be doing that all day with that black attracting the dust. You're giving it a nice little polish.
So I'm having a bit of a wander around with the camera. I think we might be nearly done, Dale. So it was a great day, and I'm sure they'll have it again next year. So if you're looking for something to do, what are we in, September?
Yep.
It's a good opportunity to get your ride out and give a few bucks to charity.
Ticks all the boxes,
the family out. And actually there's a couple of cars I thought I'd missed as I was going to go. You'll see our GT over in a minute because I pulled it up. Saved me finding a park.
Yeah.
And there was a couple of old cars down the back, so I was thinking I'd finish, but there's a couple still down the back here in a minute.
But wait, there's more.
But wait.
Oh, that's a 57 Chev back end.
So some are leaving and some are coming in.
Yep.
So there's Heather's ride. Clocking a few miles at the moment.
Well, you've been getting around a bit, yeah.
Not as much as you, Dale. I'm a
no, that's true.
Tour.
Yep. Couple of trips
you get
to Melbourne.
more holidays than a school teacher.
I try.
Now that's really nice. Have a look at that.
That's clean.
Good use of colour. Even got the polished radiator going on. The cop car. Yeah, I was a bit casual with that one. I could have gone back to that.
Did it bring back memories or something? Did it? No.
No, would have been more HQ and
that's true.
B and C would have been my ones. The sideways bonnet. I wonder if that was original, Dale.
That's gone back.
Check that out. So I think by memory it said the hill climb. Yeah, the Henry Hill Climber.
And that's got the big tyres on it, I reckon.
Yeah, and the Flying Goose.
Yep. Was yellow a theme or something? I've never seen so many yellow cars at a show.
Yeah.
Matching shirt, old mates got?
They would have had that brighter yellow back in the day. They probably had more of a creamy type colour.
Oh, murdered out. Flat matte black. 27.
So now we're nearly done. So we're going to finish up on a mint BL and then an XY, mate. So bit of a rumble.
Yes.
Louise has done well with the edit as usual, so thanks Louise for
good job,
putting
Louise.
that all together. So thanks for dropping in, Dale.
Pleasure.
thanks for everybody for joining us, and don't forget, support the people who support us, so love us, and jump on the merch if you're looking for some from Astle Design. Some of my old cars there that might grab your fancy.
Great quality shirts too.
So bye for now.
See you soon.